A city where every street hums with history, power and possibility. That's Moscow in 2025. Today, we're taking you into its cultural heart, its modern pulse, and into the stories of women living, working, and shaping this capital. What Moscow reflects in 2025. Russia spans nearly 17 million square kilometers, yet Moscow, with just 2,511 square kilometers, holds at a population of about 19 million, more than triple that of its nearest rival, St. Petersburg, which houses around 6 million. Because it's dense, the city reaches upward. High-rise towers and modern apartment blocks cut into the skyline, often with rental prices starting around 100,000 rubles for a 3-bedroom apartment. Smaller or older units farther from the center may go for about 50,000 rubles. Moscow sits in a temperate zone, unlike Siberia, where winters plunge to minus 50 degrees Celsius. In the city itself, winter is still harsh, often around minus 20 degrees Celsius, but bearable and part of the rhythm. The Moscow River winds through the city center, giving residents reprieve from the bustle. Bridges connect both sides, and the riverbanks become gathering places all year long. Moscow has been Russia's capital for over 850 years, and it's more than a government center. The Kremlin and Red Square. At the city's pulse is the Moscow Kremlin, perched within Red Square, its fortified walls containing cathedrals, palaces, and the Diamond Fund with its famed treasures. Right across the square stands St. Basil's Cathedral, its colourful domes already iconic beyond Russia's borders. Red Square itself is spotless, paved with cobblestones, and when national ceremonies are held, the space floods with millions of people in unison. Lenin's mausoleum fronts the Kremlin wall. It draws long lines on the days it's open. Because of security checks and strict rules, no pausing, no cameras, visiting feels solemn and ritualistic. Metropolitans beneath the surface. If you think transit is just about getting from A to B, Moscow will challenge you. Its metro network, part of the Russian system of over 160 stations on 11 lines, is a masterpiece in itself. The stations are cleaned impeccably and built with grandeur, chandeliers, mosaics, marble, remnants of Soviet ambition to make even underground travel majestic. Lines like Ploshchad Revolutsii, Mayakovskaya, Kievskaya and Komsomolskaya are favorites, and commuters still pause to rub the bronze dog statue in Ploshchad Revolutsii for good luck. VDNKH and the Soviet legacy. Walking VDNKH Park is like touring the Soviet Union in miniature. Each pavilion represents a former republic, from Tajikistan to Belarus, Kyrgyzstan to Ukraine. The Armenian pavilion deserves a long stop. Here you can taste Ararat brandy and local wines, savouring something of Yerevan in the heart of Moscow. The Friendship of Nations fountain stands massive, statues of women and men in traditional dress, each figure embodying a republic of the USSR, water jets arching over them with gravitas. Nearby, the towering worker and Kolkhoz woman statue dominates the skyline. Its stainless steel figures, coated in silver steel, are over 20 meters tall, standing on a 35-meter base. The man holds a hammer, the woman a sickle. Walk around, and you'll find murals celebrating Ukraine. Women with wheat, a visual nod to Ukraine's agricultural heart. Museums, women and voices. Moscow today is alive with cultural institutions. Galleries, concert halls, theatres, they all operate in. A city that draws talent and audiences alike. Women in Moscow are deeply present in every sphere, performing, curating, leading. You'll see female artists, conductors, urban planners, and everyday women shaping neighborhoods. Their voices are woven into the architecture, the performances, the exhibitions. Universities also play a role in this scene, with 13 major universities in Moscow, many in technical and engineering fields. Young women come from across Russia to pursue training that can lead to global careers. The student life you see in cafes and parks often includes young women passionately discussing their research, coding late nights, or playing music in street corners. Living, laughing, connecting. When evening descends, Moscow softens and loosens its tie. Sidewalks fill fast, parks riverbanks, benches, all become stages for conversation, laughter, candid moments. You'll see young couples, groups of friends, families taking evening strolls. If the parks are full, some park their cars, open, trunks, and gather with hookah, drinks, or soft music. Even in winter, these social rituals persist. This is how people claim their public life. Street musicians play everywhere. Guitarists, violinists, folks with accordions or saxophones. They bring melody to routine walks. For many, playing music is not just for joy, it's a path to earnings. You'll hear songs drifting over squares and sidewalks, spontaneous and grounded. Street style and confidence. In Moscow, clothes are more than layers. People dress elegantly, day and night. Slavic beauty is widely admired. Fair skin, varying hair shades, bright eyes. Many Russians are keenly aware of their looks and confident in them. They carry themselves with poise, whether walking to a gallery, meeting in a cafe, or just heading home. The streets are youthful. You'll rarely see someone over 65 actively walking about. Elderly residents mostly appear in the metro, quietly passing through underground stations. In contrast, those under 50 fill parks, plazas, cafes. There's also a visible high rate of tobacco use. Many young people smoke, casually and openly. It's woven into social life, a shared habit across ages. What it's like to live in Moscow. Monthly life here is expensive. If you want more than basic comfort, you'll need an income around $4,000 to $5,000. That covers rent, dining, transport, leisure. The better apartments, bigger, closer to center, command steep prices. But the trade-off is proximity. Less commuting, more spontaneity. Metro is your lifeline. Because the city is vast and dense, many rely strictly on public transit. The metro's efficiency and design encourage it. Because stations are beautiful and clean, using transit doesn't feel like a chore, it feels part of the experience. Diversity, language, and cuisine. Moscow is cosmopolitan. It's a multinational city where English is often understood, especially among younger people, so even without fluent Russian, you can usually navigate and socialize. In restaurants, you'll find cuisines from around the world, Japanese, Italian, Middle Eastern, side by side with traditional Russian dishes. That diversity reflects the city's global mindset. In the evenings, high-end streets like Malaya Bronaya and Petrovka glow with luxury vehicles, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, sleek Mercedes. These are the zones where Moscow's elite blend residences, shopping, social life. Taxis stand ready for wealthy patrons. It's striking to see the contrast between Soviet-era architectural memories and the gloss of modern wealth. What to experience next, and what to watch for. If you find yourself in Moscow, moments of discovery wait around every corner. Step into the Armenian Pavilion at VDNKH for a taste of Yerevan. Ride the metro not out of necessity, but for its artistry. Sit by the Moscow River at dusk and simply watch life unfold. Walk near Malaya Bronaya Street, catch a glimpse of contemporary Moscow style. Explore small galleries where women artists display today's ideas, but also take care. Avoid wandering alone in poorly lit or isolated areas at night. Try to stick to trafficked neighborhoods and trusted transport. Because Moscow is dense and active, crimes are rarer in central zones. Still, stay aware like you would in any major city. Moscow in 2025 is a capital alive on many levels. Architectural, cultural, social, youthful. It's a city of contrasts. Icy winter nights and sparkling summer evenings, centuries-old cathedrals and steel, skyscrapers, quiet reflection and spontaneous music. It speaks as much through its women and young people as through its monuments and rivers. It's not a perfect city, but it is honest in its power and open in its energy. It invites you to see and be seen, to walk, to listen, to belong. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Which part of Moscow surprised you the most?